mistakes were made.
And who loves you? And who do you love?
Where am I? What is this place?
All right, go. All right, go.
He's grabbing his crotch.
Wow, this is a freak town.
You're looking good, Joe. By the way, I have the Dine-In boy here.
That's correct.
Live from the new kingdom, it's the OBDM podcast.
Hey, yo.
Now, here's your hosts, Midnight Mike
Hey, yo.
and Rich.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another fun-filled podcast adventure. Hooray! My name is Midnight Mike. Cratchit is over there, hating this place. Nothing works here. Medication don't work. Been here 7 years.
Some things work. The Zoom audio settings working.
That is working. Hoodaloo to everyone out there. Got a request for that. A couple of people asking for a hey yo.
Hey, yo.
A lot of people saying hey yo crypto.
No one's asking for that.
People are, as I walk down the street, people go hey yo crypto.
Hey, yo.
Walking down the street, you don't leave your house.
It's
Just walking down the street.
That's immaterial to the story. People go, hey, yo, crypto, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about the National Guard on the street? Troops on the street. What do you think about Bigfoot? What do you think about David Paulides? We're going to be getting to all of that today. I got a lot of strange, weird news today. Like,
By the way, I bet you're walking down the street and people talking to you.
saying, hey, yo, crypto.
Yeah, is walking down the street for you, is it like that scene from, what was it, Teen Witch, where everyone rap dances top that? Is that what's happening in your neighborhood?
No, I don't know. I don't think there's. I don't think people top that.
Some young toughs on the street corner that you have to go out dance to prove your dance skills.
That would make it interesting. The only things I see out there are chickens, goats, and occasionally my wife when she's out there gardening. So
not even the Ohio grassman
and
anymore?
She does not say "Hey yo crypto," although I'm going to ask her to start doing that.
Hey, yo.
But yeah, my street is when I make it to this street, cars go by very fast and they don't stop and say anything. Occasionally there's a car wreck out front, but it's probably because it's good they're going too fast.
Are you causing these car wrecks?
Not on purpose.
Not wittingly.
Not wittingly, exactly. Oh no. Yes. Well,
when you hear that, do you shout things like, we got another one, and you run outside?
Well, I tell you what, not but about 2 months ago, we heard a horrific car accident out there. It was like a tractor trailer that careened off the side of the street, and it was probably, I would say, 100 yards away, and I felt it in my bunker here in Command Center Alpha 1. It hit so hard, it reverberated throughout our entire house. So we went down there. Thank God, I think everyone was mostly okay. But people drive like jackasses around here. And these 18-wheelers, they tear ass around here. But we're not talking about, this is not truck talk, not yet. That's the
It's not traffic talk?
That's the podcast after this one. We don't mean to preempt their
That's
awesome
Crashcast.
Crashcast. Yes.
Welcome to Crashcast, everyone. Mike's out there pouring oil on the street right now.
I need topics to talk about. This podcast does not exist unless I have a new crash to talk about. What a morbid...
We got a fresh one, folks. Check it out.
Interview them while they're bleeding out.
Yeah.
What led to this?
Sir, how fast were you going, sir?
I don't know. There's oil everywhere on the street. I couldn't stop. All right. Well, let's. Everyone's here for Alex Jones Clips of the Week, so let's go ahead and start things off right now with Alex Jones Clips of the Week.
It's the only reason I'm here on Wednesdays.
Yeah, but
I'm leaving right after this. You play that last clip, I'm done.
Coming up after this, we'll be talking about Sasquatch, American Bigfoot. We'll be talking about alien DNA. Is magic real? Short answer, yes. And then we might get a little political. Troops on the street, National Guard, pushback. How's it going? What are things looking like? So we're going to really talk about it all. But not before Alex Jones Clips of the Week, which is happening right now with Thursday, the 2nd of October. Here we go.
Ask you to do a show but not kill yourself. You can't do both. Black women are stupid and can't fly airplanes. Bring me, a six-pack of beer. Can I get Hitler out of my brain? Can we talk about something else than Hitler and Jews all day? God almighty, what the hell? I need to strangle my 5-year-old or they'll die of asphyxiation. Joe's about to go hardcore. Look at Joe. That's a creepazoid right there. The best they had was me at like midnight up here with my shirt off and nobody's here smoking a cigarette. We're going to wear Charlie Kirk's skin.
I can definitely see him there after hours.
Yes.
He goes around, he checks. Anyone here? No one's here. No one's in the
Finally.
control room. No one's in their bathroom. No one's in the kitchen.
Finally.
Shirt off.
With my shirt off.
Yep.
When I'm sitting there with my, my underwear, I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
By the way, I have a footage of him after hours at work.
I see that. You have it up on screen. It is Alex Jones with his necktie around his head.
I assume that's his necktie.
Yeah, necktie around the head doing karate poses, I think.
Hakuka Bachanga.
Yeah.
Kabunga. Habunga. Kona.
Yeah, that's his karate noises.
It's just how he is after work, after hours. He's the only one there.
It's a tough. You got to unwind after the heavy day of news. There's no doubt about that. That's why we're going to move on to Friday, the 3rd.
By the way, I do like that one drop he said in there about, and I like it for multiple reasons, but, A, his delivery, but B, his message. Can we stop talking about Hitler and the Jews nonstop?
I agree with that. Hitler's been dead well over 20 years at this point. It's time to move on.
Are you talking about down at San Juan de Carlos and Bariloche or whatever?
I don't know. There's rumors that Hitler lived to 130 down in South America somewhere, so I'm going with that. But we're going to go to the 3rd of October here. Here we go.
America shouldn't exist. Black women are stupid, and black people can't fly airplanes. Communism is good. George Washington was evil. I physically cannot screw somebody. This is big boy pants stuff, okay? Thomas Jefferson would invade Venezuela. Well, if you're saying I'm Hitler, I'm going to get fitted for my Hugo Boss uniform. World War IV.
This is big boy stuff.
The best way to stop talking about Hitler is to stop talking about Hitler. That's what you got to do. I understand that it's tough and people want to keep talking about Hitler, but you just got to stop talking about it. Am I wrong about that? I think that's the way to go.
I think it's certainly, correlation is not causation, but I definitely think those are related.
He likes to talk about Hitler a lot. And so he's talking about Hitler. But in the previous clip, he was talking about Hitler. So stop talking about Hitler.
That's a Hitler quote.
Okay, we're going to go to Monday. Here we go.
Well, what the hell's going on here? Charlie Kirk supporters are coming to kill us. Kill that white son of a bitch. Netanyahu's going to kill me. That's you little sack of filth. There wasn't magic demon Jews flying over with little demon dust out their butts. Trans cult, prepare to die. Not physically, but your ideology.
Had to walk that one back really quick.
He caught himself right there.
You're all going to die, by which I mean you're going to color some shirts with some tie-dye.
That's a Hitler quote.
You can end everything with that's a Hitler quote and then
try to get away with it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what some people like streamers will call for violence and then say in Fortnite or in a video game.
In Minecraft.
Yeah, in Minecraft. And it's like, yeah, come on. You're not that smart. It's not clever. But what is clever is Tuesday, the 7th. Okay, up or down, people, in the chat. F's in the chat if you think if he's going to mention Hitler or the Jews. Okay? I think he might.
Now we have to wait 20 seconds, Mike.
Well,
this is
listen,
just dead air.
You play at home. You're listening to this at home the next day. Type F in your phone and text it to somebody.
At random?
Yeah, at random's F. But here we go. It's Tuesday.
2 + 2 = 5. And the erection
Yes.
gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Communism works great. I think he may have creamed himself in this video. Get it off the screen and stop it right now. Sparkle Shine Story Time. Drag Queen Story Time. That's what Martin Luther King said while he's jacking off on television. You got police jacking off on TV.
Oh, wow. I was wrong.
Well, you can put that Martin Luther King one after anything.
That's a good one. That is a dynamite one. It's
Play the clip where he says he's jacking off on TV, and then that's what
that's a Martin Luther King said. So yeah. Actually, this might be it.
And the erection gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what Martin Luther King said.
It's not very respectful, but in some aspects, it probably is. Yeah, everyone wants to be healthy. And what about this one? Yeah.
While he's jacking off on television. That's what Martin Luther King said.
Okay, there you go. There you go. It works pretty good. But I do like this one.
Sparkle Shine Story Time. Drag Queen Story Time.
Do you want to rename the show right now? Sparkle
Shine Story Time.
Sparkle.
Yes, that's what it is. Sparkle Shine Story Time. We have
registering domains right now, people. Stay away.
We have one last clip, and it's Wednesday. Here we go.
A jetpack blow up the Catholic cathedral. Grape juice or fire hydrant or pelican. He starts literally getting an erection, stroking his penis on television. I'm in my Tahoe listening to CBS radio, cramming sausage pizza in my mouth. It's all happening. Let's just stop for a minute. Let's relax. Take a moment. Yeah, we got a system crash. That happens with the computer sometimes. Oh, you're a fat woman. These mother effers are crazy, though. You're seeing how you get peace prizes, bro. Very bizarre, hard on. We had like $500,000 broadcast computers. They don't crash. But we got like $60,000.
Oh, wait, they went down.
He's back to complaining about the computers. He's still jealous of those $5 million computers that Fox News has.
Yeah, because they only have $500,000 computers. Wait, what is?
We only have $500,000 computers, not $10 million ones like Fox News and people.
But wait a second. He just said that their computers. Let's
just stop for a minute. Let's relax. Take a moment. Yeah, we got a system crash. That happens with the computers sometimes.
Okay, that's not it. What's this?
We had like $500,000 broadcast computers. They don't crash. But we got like $60,000 broadcast computers. So they crash. That happens. Not a big deal.
Okay. All right.
It keeps getting lower.
Yeah.
Soon it'll be like,
well, he's downgrading.
We have a $100, broadcast streaming computer.
Yeah, soon he's just going to be using a laptop. But that works too.
Oh, you're a fat woman.
That's a good one. That is.
I also enjoy him describing that he's sitting in his car, sitting in his truck,
his Tahoe,
cramming pizza down his throat.
I'm in my Tahoe listening to CBS radio, cramming sausage pizza in my mouth.
I like those descriptors. It really paints a picture of where he's at, what he's doing, and what he likes to listen to on his lunch break. So that's nice. And what else is nice? We're going to go on, talk about some news, people, all the wild, all the weird stuff. We're going to get it done right now.
But you said you were going to talk about alien DNA.
That is wild and weird stuff, isn't it?
Okay. I don't know. Do you have that under news, or is that under...
That's under paranormal.
Okay.
That's under the paranormal topic. And I'll get to that. I think we're going to start off, though, with a little American Sasquatch.
Hey, there we go.
American.
You have the full trailer for that?
Oh, I got the trailer for it, and also I'm going to be playing David Paulides talking behind the scenes about why he chose to make this, which I think is interesting.
David Paulides.
That's why I'm saying it, because somebody else calls him David Paulides. I'm calling him David Paulides now.
It's pronounced David Paulides.
Oh, okay.
It's an infection of your local Paul.
All right, listen up, people.
Folks, pay close attention.
So...
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Yeah, exactly.
What are we doing?
We're going to be talking about a brand new documentary that is coming out that was created by David Paulides of Missing 411 fame. And it is called American Sasquatch, Man, Myth, or Monster. And this is the trailer. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be watching it together. As long as Windows Updates doesn't install something right now, which it just threatened to do.
Yep. Ding, you need to update it. Shut up.
Did you hear that come through the computer?
No.
Because it was loud over here. All right. Well, we'll talk about the trailer, then we'll do the behind the scenes of why David decided to make this. Oh, 1 second. Let me get this up on screen.
Is the answer money?
I don't want to say that. I don't want to give away the answer. But probably.
I've been a woodsman all my life, and then I've never been afraid of anything that's in the woods. But I am just a little bit afraid of these Bigfoots. When you go up there, you're in their backyard.
They have been here for a long time.
Oh, there you go.
It's not simply some creature.
There's two divergent thoughts on what Bigfoot is. One side believes it's an ape, gorilla. The other school of thought is it's multidimensional.
Oh, man.
There's a physical and a non-physical aspect to it.
You've got Bigfoot, you've got Orbs, and I mean, the two go hand in hand.
You go have a Bigfoot sighting and then a UFO sighting or vice versa.
There is high strangeness attached to almost every meaningful Bigfoot encounter.
We started tracking this creature. The tracks disappear. They're gone.
Some people know some things that they don't want other people to know.
It's pretty surprising what we found. Skinwalker Ranch. Research on Orbs, Bigfoot.
There were unusual creatures on Skinwalker Ranch.
There's a lot of information that doesn't get talked about. The paranormal things that no ape could certainly do.
If you're out to solve the problem, you're going to have to know all aspects of it.
Experience the phenomenon.
Sasquatch and it vanished into thin air.
Through the night vision, seeing something completely different.
There's things out there we just don't see or understand.
Has the ability to cloak.
It rewrites history. They were astonishing to see.
Right here.
Oh, God.
I'm all in on this, baby. He is tying it all together. He's tying together the Orbs, UFOs, Bigfoot. He's going into the controversy in the Bigfoot community that one side thinks it's some sort of primate, the other side thinks it's some paranormal, supernatural creature. And for people just listening at home, he was interviewing Stan Gordon, he's like a living legend in the UFO community and cryptozoological community. He wrote the book Silent Invasion about the Pennsylvania UFO Bigfoot flap in the late 60s, early 70s, where I believe he was one of the first guys to really start to make the correlation that, when we're getting reports of one of these types of events, like UFOs, it's not long after that we're getting reports of Bigfoot. And so he's talking to him in this movie and some pretty interesting footage that he had in this trailer here. So stealth Bigfoot, Orbs, everything. And I think David Pleiss is going to tie it all together and solve this mystery once and for all. Yes. Yay! Gretchen, what do you think?
I like it. I mean, I do like that. You raise a good point. It's rare that you get anything about Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Yowie, Yeti, whatever, that ties in other paranormal events. And we've seen, again, correlation is not causation, but you do often see some of these things taking place in a short period of time in the same location. We've talked about Bigfoot potentially leveraging portals to come and go as he pleases, or Bigfoot, is he acting as muscle for the alien greys who don't have the physical fortitude to get down there and grab people. So
Bigfoot.
I'm all in on somebody starting to kind of connect some of these different paranormal events into a single narrative.
I agree. A lot of people are. I think of his stature maybe a little hesitant to do so because they don't want to seem kooky or far out there. But his previous movie, Missing 411, The UFO Connection, he started to make those leaps. And I was very happy with that when it comes to the disappearances of, in particular, hunters in certain spots. In that movie, just to briefly paraphrase, where there were witnesses to UFOs in a particular location. Soon thereafter, disappearances started to happen, mysterious missing 411 profile disappearances, and he started to make those leaps. He was basically insinuating that at least some of the missing 411 abductions are the result of UFO encounters, alien encounters. I think that's what he was getting at. And even in, I think in Missing 411 Hunters or The Hunted, he went into that as well too, where when you're out there in the woods by yourself trying to hunt some elk, you're going to see some weird stuff. You know, it's just going to happen. Occasionally, weird things are going to happen out there, and you got to deal with it. So, but you're meeting weird people doing weird, strange things out there.
Meeting different people doing weird stuff.
Meeting different people doing weird stuff. Sorry about that.
Could it be meeting weird people doing different stuff?
Sure, we can do it.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? We are going to play the background on this of why he chose to make this. And
by the way, did his previous? Did I miss it? Did his previous one about was it Yellowstone? That one come out?
No, he did not. I didn't put that out yet. Maybe he'll talk about this a little bit because he sought to get permission. I remember there's like some sort of lawsuit, some sort of legal battle going on for him to be able to film in a national park. Then they denied him access because they said, well, if you have a film crew over X amount of people, you can't come in. He said, fine, I'll come in, just me and a dude, and we'll come in there and film. And I think that they were still pushing back on him, even coming in there just with him and another guy. But I think he finally won that. But there's nothing.
I was wrong, by the way. It's Missing 411 National Parks.
National Parks, okay. Yeah, okay.
They're squiggly wiggly.
That they are.
Wait, you know what he should do? The government shut down right now. He should beat feet into all the national parks.
He should storm the gates. This is the opportunity. Exactly, Cratchit. Storm the gates, start filming. There's no one at Area 51 right now. This is
right. They all left.
They all left. It's wide open, people. Don't do that.
Start kicking open doors. See what's in there. Start jumping fences.
Don't do that. They will shoot you probably.
Hey there, friends.
Sorry.
First they make you lift that rock, then they shoot you in the leg.
Yeah. We learned that in the last episode. But here is David Paulides talking about, this is just a short little talk of him telling everyone why he decided to do this new movie.
Hey there, friends. Dave Paulides. Most of you know me from the Can-Am Missing Project, which is the page we're on right now. And the majority of you know me because of the Missing 411 books I've done and the documentaries we've done. But I'm here about something entirely different. About 2.5 years ago, an individual approached me and said, Dave, I know that you've written 3 books about Bigfoot. I'd like you to write a storyline, host the show, be the executive producer, and let's make the best Bigfoot movie ever made.
Yeah, good.
Initially, I was apprehensive.
Let's do it.
But eventually, they locked me in. And we started to film. Well, the storyline includes the best Sasquatch Bigfoot researchers in the world. And they all jumped on board, assisted, and made this happen. It's been a long journey. This has nothing to do with Missing 411 or the Missing 411 books or documentaries.
Yeah,
this is a standalone topic. And I'm really proud of what we produced. Now, what you're going to see in a couple hours right here, come back in a couple hours and see it, but watch this first. That is the trailer for the movie, American Sasquatch, Man, Myth, or Monster. We bring in some of the best minds out there that have researched this topic, and I think it'll make you ponder your thoughts, think about the biped in probably a different way, and you'll meet some researchers that you may not know that are phenomenal individuals.
Me.
The movie is going to premiere in very late November of 2025.
Oh.
Probably in Seattle, Washington. Stay tuned right here at this channel to see more.
Seattle.
Now, if you're new here, this is the first time you've seen this, we have 800 plus videos on this channel, the Candidate Missing Project, that all have to do with missing people under extremely unusual circumstances. Now, some people out there have tried to attach missing 411 to Bigfoot. I've always said it's a standalone topic. I don't mix the two. I have multitude of interests, Bigfoot being one. So I encourage you to take this trailer, pass it around to all your friends. It's going to be big. And I want to thank everybody in this movie who made this possible. So stay tuned. The trailer will be up in a couple hours. Please pass this and the trailer around to all your social media. And if the people watch this segment, they'll understand how we got to the Bigfoot topic. Now you can follow the Bigfoot books. You can buy my books and Missing 411 books at missing411.com. Thanks for being here.
So I think you're right, Greg. Someone paid him a lot of money to do this.
Well, and he did mention it in there specifically. This does not affect the Missing 411 stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't affect any of his books or other things he's doing. He's working on this one, to your point, whether there was outside funding or something like that. But this was a separate project, which is why I was a little confused. I was like, wait, didn't you just announce you were working on this other movie?
Yeah.
But then this one came out, so I wonder if he's had, or to your point, maybe he had scheduling challenges with getting access to places he wanted to go to film. And so while that's getting worked out, he's like, well, then I'm going to go to this one because I have enough archive footage of all this stuff and I can put it together.
Look, the trailer looks dynamite. And if the producer, it sounds like he was approached by a producer to do this and got thrown some money and was able to, gather up all the other thought leaders in the Bigfoot community. That's no easy task. Takes some money, takes some time. And so maybe he was pitched like, listen, if you do this for me and this movie does well, then we'll be able to throw a little bit more money behind your Missing 411 movies. And it could be a win-win for David Paulides. And, I have a couple of his books on Bigfoot, the Hooper Project, and also the book where it's just a bunch of old news clippings from the mid 1800s, early 1900s, where the news clippings just describe what people are finding out in the West. People encountering hairy humans, large, hairy people. These are all newspaper clippings. There's no narrative to it. It's just documentation, which I find to be fascinating little tidbits of what life was like back then. So I'm looking forward to this, and I think it could be really a game changer for the Bigfoot community. So surprisingly, that trailer only has 34,000 views. I'm looking at it. Like it should be.
He told you like 3 times. Pass it around to all your friends.
You know what? You're right. I did not do that. I'm a jerk. I'm trying not to curse. I was going to say something worse about myself, but I'm gonna tag old Sam Tripoli in this.
What is Sam's take on the larger version of the Bigfoot theory?
Oh, he hates Bigfoot.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah, it's Bigfoot is Sam's mortal enemy.
Have they like fought on a rooftop during a thunderstorm or something?
Not to my knowledge. I think it's more like blood sport. So it's like an underground fight ring.
He's going to wrap his fists and then dip them in nails and oil.
Yeah, was it they did like, was it hot oil or like hot wax? They dipped their fists into, and then they dipped it in broken glass, and then they started fist fighting. That's what Sam does.
I'm just remembering the one from Hot Shots where they dipped it in
gummy
caramel
bears.
and then M&Ms and gummy bears. And, see if I can find that.
That's much more delicious fight.
Yeah, it's.
Well, we're going to move on and talk about. By
the way, I have that on screen if you want to see the hot shots.
Oh yes, I do. I want to. So everyone knows. So there's caramel, and then he goes into some. Looks like Skittles, and then and then gummy bears.
He went over the crushed Oreos. He didn't want that. So
Charlie Sheen at his finest, right there, really was. So
he won an Oscar for that film.
He deserved it. It's hilarious movies, even Part 2.
This was the second one, I think.
I really don't have anything else to say about the Bigfoot stuff at this point. I mean, there's a lot of books out there. Nick Redfern has written a great book called the Bigfoot Book by Nick Redfern. So I think that's a pretty thorough examination of the topic, and like as David Paulides said, he's written a few books on it. I'm under the impression I lean into the paranormal side of it, where it is connected to orbs and UFOs. There's something weird about it. I'm more in that direction than it's just some sort of North American ape. That's my feeling. And it's contentious. People don't like that, but that's why the Bigfoot community is so divided. So. But we'll move on. Let's talk about some alien DNA, Gretchen. This is a big story.
I don't know if you saw it. I did come up with we can now brand when you have some of these more deeper topics.
I did see Sparkle Time. OBDM Sparkle
Shine Story Time.
I do like that. I'm going to save that. That's a nice image. It is friendly. And it's kind of on brand if we did want to ever dress up in drag and do it. It's very sparkly, very friendly, and I think it's...
I don't know why you had to take it to a weird place. But
right, well, meeting weird people doing weird things, right?
Meeting different people doing weird stuff.
Oh, yeah, meeting different people doing weird stuff. I got to get that right. I got to get that right.
Meeting different people doing weird stuff? What are we doing? What are we doing?
All right, people. Alien DNA time. Let's go.
By the way, Ozark Trailblazer said that Sam mentioned on the last episode of Broken Simulation, he thinks Bigfoot is an entity from outside the Antarctic ice wall.
Outside the ice wall?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
So I think you should certainly bring up this trailer on Doomscrolling.
So Bigfoot's over here roaming around our forest. He's technically trespassing. He doesn't belong over here. He belongs over there.
You get back to your home. Are you too good for your home?
Why don't you go back over to the ice wall, okay? Well, we do have a story here, people, and this is going to be quite the story. Yeah, scientists claim to have found evidence of alien DNA in humans.
Okay.
Yes, this comes from the Mail Online. I'm just going to read the entire big boy story, not the short version. Because I was perusing this earlier, looking for lyrics for a song, and I found them. Oh, yes, I did. Right in this very story. Yes, scientists claim to have found evidence of an alien genetic manipulation in human DNA with large sections of genes seemingly inserted into people, potentially affecting millions of humans. So that's a lot of people, Gretchen. A lot of people that may be affected if this guy or gal, I don't know yet who this guy is yet, but is correct. If confirmed, the discovery could fundamentally alter our understanding of human evolution and the future of the human race, said lead researcher Dr. Max Rimpel, the founder and chief executive of the DNA Resonance Research Foundation. The study, which has not yet undergone peer review, analyzed DNA from both ordinary and self-reported alien abductees. How about that? I like that. I like that quite a bit. In an examination of 581 complete families from the 1,000 Genomes Project, Rempel found large sequences of DNA in 11 families that appeared to match neither parent. These anomalies include a cluster of 348 non-parental genetic variants, some of which were from children born before 1990, ruling out human gene editing technologies such as CRISPR, which only emerged in 2013. Rampell cautioned that his findings are preliminary and require more rigorous analysis. Quote, no conclusive evidence yet because we need better data sets, which are available only on approval. That takes time and effort, he said. Nevertheless, he believes the implications could be staggering. Humanity may be undergoing genetic transformation. If confirmed, it could be possible to detect which humans carry alien DNA, essentially identifying hybrids, he explained. Well, if only there was some worldwide dragnet attempt to get everyone's blood or DNA sample. Oh, wait, we did that during COVID, didn't we? And that's exactly what I said. It felt like what was going on was a worldwide dragnet operation to get everyone's DNA to find out who wasn't supposed to be here. The researchers' hypothesis resonates with fringe theories along circulating among UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists. Some has suggested that alleged alien-human hybrids exist, citing examples such as the so-called Nazca mummies, which purportedly contain both human and alien DNA. Rampell's findings, which not conclusive, could lend scientific credence to these theories if valid. However, both NASA and the U.S. Pentagon have admitted that alien life does not exist. Well, that's a weird sentence to say.
I don't think they said that.
No, I don't think they say really too much of anything. I think they say there's no proof or there's no evidence.
Well, they use vague phrases like, with a universe this big and this broad, it'd be silly to think there isn't.
They say stupid stuff like that, yes.
Then Neil deGrasse Tyson comes on and explains stuff.
In addition to analyzing publicly available family DNA data sets, Rampell reviewed 23andMe results from individuals who self-identified as alien abductees. He found that some families showed strings of non-parental markers, though others did not. Rampell noted that current commercial genotyping services, which rely on an array-based data, are insufficiently precise to confirm such radical claims. Instead, he advocates for the next generation sequencing or whole genome sequencing, which can detect novel variants with much higher resolution. According to Rampell, if he can access DNA from parents and children who self-report as alien abductees, high-resolution sequencing could definitively identify alien insertion. He suggests that future studies might reveal astonishing possibilities, including human developing unusual abilities such as telepathy as a result of genetic modifications. Rampell emphasized the need for high-quality, non-cultured genetic data to avoid artifacts caused by cell culturing. So you get all that, people? So don't culture too much with your cells. He needs that stuff for testing. Most public DNA databases contain old data from cultured cells. Culturing can produce genomic changes, so we can't treat these results as proof. He has a PhD, this guy Rampell. He's got a PhD from the Institute of Gene Biology, but is known for exploring unconventional...
I went to school.
It would seem like the good place to go when you're studying genes. But he's also known for exploring unconventional fields such as DNA resonance, which investigates subtle fields around the human body. Skeptics, including UFO researchers, have urged caution. So Nigel Watson, author of Portraits of Alien Encounters Revisited, highlighted the small sample size and the inherent challenges of studying self-reported abductees. Yeah, well, not everyone who claims to be abducted is abducted, and hopefully those will be filtered out as you compare a regular genome versus real ones. So they'll be filtered out automatically. Watson added that technical errors or unknown biological mechanisms could also explain the anomalies. Well, yeah, you could always say mistakes were made, of course. Then that's what he is saying. And that's why up top he says, please review my technique and my findings. He's urging other people to get involved so he doesn't basically think that he's crazy.
Why doesn't he use the Dr. Fauci method of just going, science?
I don't know, because this guy is not a megalomaniac and he actually wants to get this peer-reviewed.
Have peer-reviewed?
Yeah.
You're attacking science.
Despite the skepticism, both Rampell and Watson agreed that further genetic research involving volunteer abductees could provide groundbreaking insight. If proven, this would be as world-shattering as recovering a flying saucer, Watson added. Rampell studies also raise ethical questions. If DNA can be identified in humans, how should the rights of those individuals be protected? Well, we got to shoot them, right? Is that what we're getting at here?
You think he's leaning that direction?
I don't know. I hope not, because it gets a little bit more weird as we go on. He noted that a higher percentage of people with neurodivergent traits, such as autism, ADHD, or Asperger's, could potentially carry these genetic insertions, though it remains speculative. Which is interesting.
Wait. I thought it was Tylenol and the 27,000 vaccines you have to take. But now he's just saying could be aliens.
Right. At least when it comes to some of these markers. But he's saying that autism, ADHD, Asperger's, which people accuse me of having, although I don't see it, could potentially carry these genetic insertions, though this remains speculative. The study underscores the urgent need for rigorous, high-resolution genetic analysis. Rampell has expressed interest in collaborating with families willing to provide DNA samples and pay for sequencing. Wait, the family has to pay for it? I mean, that's a big ask for the family. But, okay, it's probably very expensive to do this kind of stuff. And he only has a degree from the University of Gene Science. So, in the meantime...
what's he know?
In the meantime, Rampell continues to advocate for literacy in alien hybridization and DNA resonance, suggesting that the understanding of these phenomena could inform major decisions about humanity's futures. We need to consider how much alien hybridization is healthy for a planet and which alien races we might give priority. Those are huge questions. Like, if he's asking these questions and the Pentagon, as we just read, refuses to even acknowledge that this is even a possibility. We've only ever had one mention, I think, of alien abductions in front of the United States Congress. And that was just an aside. It wasn't even talking about alien abductions. It was just like he threw it in there. We haven't even gotten to that topic. In fact, they're actively ignoring the UFO abduction phenomenon. They want to believe it's all just flying saucers in the sky. That's it. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's a hell of a story. And that was put out by the Daily Mail. So take that for where you will. They write some good stories. They do have some good information on there sometimes. So this is, dare I say, bombshell. We broke our window over this one.
Where's Bombshell?
I didn't. Was it worthy of a bombshell? I don't know if it was.
You can't say it and then not play it.
I guess you're right. I don't have my bombshells open. I got to find my bombshell.
Yeah, you
bombshell.
even said it. You even said it like 4 times.
I did. And I was really kind of building up the bombshell, but okay. Well, what do you think about this article, Christian?
I don't know. It's plausible. I mean, could it all be that they just have dirty
DNA
samples that the sample got ruined and they're showing all sorts of weird. It's hard to say on that, but I do appreciate him coming out and saying, "Here's the data, peer review it, see what you find."
Bombshell.
There you go.
There you go. Now, it wasn't as quite as impactful
because you said that you had it queued up, ready to go.
I was didn't really fully think through my sentence, if you can believe that. But all right, well,
sometimes I just start talking.
I just talk,
see where it goes,
hoping things happen. But that was
it'll all work out.
Very important story, and we're going to move on to another very important topic. Now, I do have, I'll use a couple of headlines here. Mysterious low-level close-range orbs reported in Pennsylvania. This is an article from Stan Gordon, who I mentioned. Just coincidentally, he's got like a new blog post out talking about flying orbs. And I have this one. What an eminent scientist says about magic and if it is real or not. We're talking about a real scientist here talking about magic. Gretchen.
Is it the same guy talking about alien DNA?
No, totally different person. This is Dr. Dean Radin talking about magic. In fact, I'm bringing it up here.
Dean Radin, the guy from Mortal Kombat?
No, not Radin, the guy with the electricity hands. This is Dean Radin, author of some big books, such as Real Magic and Supernatural.
And the Bible.
There's actually a pretty cool picture of him dressed up as Indiana Jones. And it says Radin of the Lost Ark. I think it's AI, but it's tough to tell.
He should have leaned into the Mortal Kombat meme.
He really should. In fact, I wonder if we could make him into Mortal Kombat guy, and I'll tweet it at him. Although he ignores all my tweets. I've tweeted at him a number of times, and I must be on his pay no mind list because he does not reply back to anything I say.
Whatever.
Well, here is just a little bit of this. When an eminent scientist says magic is real, pay attention. Speaking with parapsychologist Dean Radin about physics and magic, psychic spying, dirty laundry of pseudo-skepticism, why magic works, how to strengthen your practice, and evidence for the uncanny. I think Dean Radin is really he's not very well known. Like, people know about like Lou Elizondo in the paranormal community. They know about like Tom DeLonge. Like, those are like the mainstream names. More people should be paying attention to this guy. He's got the history. He's got the credibility. And I think he actually could convince some people to take this topic a little bit more seriously. But I'll read it right here and see if we can get to the gist of this. I will share a secret about how this dialogue unfolded. On the evening of Sunday, September 14th, I was reading an advanced copy of The Science of Magic by Dean Radin, and I emailed him. He replied in 1 minute. Dean is an intellectual hero to me. I consider him today's preeminent parapsychologist, and so this is all this a bunch of...
Yeah, get past all the AI text.
Yeah, this is like, yeah. Okay, let's see if Dean has published hundreds of scholarly articles on parapsychology research encompassing topics including precognition, distance healing, and mind-matter interaction in scientific and in medical journals, not frequently hostile to the endeavor of psi research itself. As a researcher, Dean fulfills comedian Steve Martin's maxim, be so good they can't ignore you. And I think that's what Dean does, although it does seem like people are ignoring him because I'm the only one I think is talking about this guy. Me and like the Grammarica guys. I spoke with Dean on the eve of publication of his new book, The Science of Magic, a hugely engaging exploration of the overlap between physics and occult magic. As far as I know, Dean has never before opened up so fully about his own practice of magic. His informed supposition about both continued black op psi programs and covert funding of pseudo-skeptics and the uncanny yet grounded possibilities intrinsic to 20th and 21st century science. What a mouthful. And we still haven't even gotten to like the gist of this. Look how long...
You may want to just dump this in the chat GPT and say, like, give me 5 sentences.
Yes. And in fact, I did that very thing. So here...
Would ChatGPT then be upset because it'll be like, look, I just wrote this article yesterday, and now you want me to summarize the article I just wrote.
And that's the problem with ChatGPT and these LLMs. They're too verbose.
Mm-hmm.
They're very verbose.
They're quite garrulous.
Yeah. In fact, give me 1 second. Craig, I got to get Mr. Mustache out of here. He's attacking me. And
Mr. Mustache.
Mr. Mustache is attacking me. He is. 1 second. I just got to put him upstairs. He's tearing out cords. Come on, bud.
For long-time listeners, you'll remember Mr. Mustache used to routinely... There he is. Mr. Mustache used to routinely find his way into the studio and would chew on cables under the desk and behind the equipment rack, unplugging things to the point where oftentimes the show would not start on time because Mike had to do some last-minute troubleshooting due to the ineffective assistant engineering done by Mr. Mustache. So it sounds like he's back up to his old tricks.
All right. Yeah.
I was giving everybody a breakdown on the history of Mr. Mustache assisting you with your technical capabilities there.
Yes. Yeah, he's quite the gremlin. There's no doubt about that.
If you recall, I used to put pictures up of cats chewing on wires when you were trying to troubleshoot why something wasn't working because Mr. Mustache had been in there.
Because he would come in and pull out wires, and he's done that. He's pulled out my Ethernet cable, and I thought oh my God, the internet's down. And no, he just pulled out the Ethernet.
No, the cat said, "Mike, you've had enough. You've been down here all day."
So when it comes to Dean Radin and this article, here are the main points according to ChatGPT. Horowitz emphasizes that when someone with strong scientific credentials affirm things like telepathy, precognition, or magical phenomenon, it deserves more serious attention. I think we got that already out of this. Magic in this context equals unexplained phenomenon. The magic discussed isn't stage magic or illusion, but rather phenomenon that appears to violate conventional physical law, like ESP, information transfer beyond known senses, or mind-matter interaction. I guess that telekinesis, is that, I guess that would be considered mind-matter interaction. Number 3, pseudo-skeptical garb of science is problematic. Horowitz critiques the pseudo-skeptics who dismiss any claim of paranormal or magical phenomenon out of hand, often invoking scientific authority as a smokescreen. He suggests that skepticism has become kind of dogma in some circles rather than thoughtful positions. And I agree with this. This is one of my main frustrations with places like Twitter, and specifically like that SFer, Mick West.
What's his job again?
He's an SFer. I'm trying to be more family friendly here. But he pretty much calls everything a balloon or a plane, and he's in full denial mode. And almost to the fact that he almost seems like he's psychotic about it, or he has some sort of obsessive compulsive disorder, and he ignores things that he can't really explain and only focuses on things where he could probably get away with making up a bunch of BS about it. And it has, the skepticism has become its own sort of religion because the unknown, I believe, truly scares him. And it's like this part in his brain where the unknown really frightens him.
You think it's the general unknown or just things that he doesn't fully comprehend and he wants to be the expert, so you can't be, if there's something you don't understand yourself and can't wrap your mind around it, maybe is that the limitation?
I think that's it, and it makes him, he likes to have everything explained. And I read a story years ago where people that are comfortable with the unknown and ambiguity, they're much happier people. If you can leave a mystery alone and it doesn't bug you, you're a much happier person. That is not Mick West. He has to try to explain stuff. And people like him, skeptics like him, have to try to explain everything to where it's acceptable in his own mind so he can go to bed happy and not scared. But here's the number 4 of the summary. Dean Radin is a major figure in parapsychology. His works deal with empirical studies of consciousness, psi, and the edge of physics. The interview, this one, explores how he defends his position and handles criticism. Horowitz pulls from Radin's arguments to show how magic may fit into a broader scientific worldview. So why pay attention to this? Because dismissing everything as delusion or error can blind us to genuine anomalies. Horowitz suggests that if phenomenon like magic keep cropping up under controlled conditions, they may eventually demand theoretical incorporation or at least openness to new models of reality. Yes. So, bridging science and mysticism, the article hints at a larger philosophical shift. If we see consistent anomalies, the old materialist paradigm may not suffice. The boundaries between science and mysticism might be more porous than people think. I'll put this article, because it's a long interview. I'll put this article in the podcast description for the audio-only people, so click on it. And it looks pretty thorough. Like, yeah, when it comes to Dean Radin, I say check him out. Buy his new book. I do highly recommend his book, Real Magic, because in there he goes over scientific studies on the effect of the mind on objects. So hypothetically, in the study, he got together, or they studied, does prayer have a measurable outcome? And he got together these monks. They prayed on this water, and this water, they put all this good energy, good vibes into this water, and people who drank this water had a measurable better result or health result than people who did not. Same with using effigies of people and voodoo dolls. It does have some sort of impact on somebody. So fascinating book, and Dean's got a new one out here. Okay. Let's move on, Cratchit. You want to get back to the real world here? I guess
real world?
Yeah, do you want to get back to the real world? I guess we will. All right. Now, there's a lot of people not happy out there. Magic or no magic. But right here. GOP senators increasingly anxious about Trump's aggressive use of National Guard.
Huh.
Yeah. You heard about this one, Cratch? You know about this?
Yeah, these guys love crime.
Yeah.
It's interesting because what they're pushing back on, they're trying to say it's executive overreach, which one can make the argument for.
Sure.
But the alternative is okay, then what's your plan? Our plan's to do nothing. Cool.
Yeah, and so, but this is about the Republican senators because it makes them look bad. And they might be coming up for, election here pretty soon. But Republican senators are increasingly uneasy about the president's standoff with Democratic governors over deploying National Guard troops from other states to Portland, Oregon, and Chicago. The conflict between federal and state authorities escalated dramatically over the weekend when Trump moved to send National Guard soldiers to Oregon and Illinois, despite opposition from their respective governors. Yes, I know. Well, here's the thing. The governors aren't doing what they should be doing.
Mike, you can't say that. That's racist.
Well,
I think. I don't know.
Listen, like the laws or not, there are federal immigration laws. If people don't like that, they can change the laws, change how it's enforced, repeal ICE. You can just remove it. Congress can remove it. You don't have to have ICE. You can remove these laws if you want. Choosing not to enforce them, that could be considered a dereliction of duty, or if you're not assisting the feds while they're there or actively supporting the protesters, that might be seen as bad too. So yeah, what is the solution here, Cratchit? What is the solution to this situation?
The best solution is to reduce crime by not counting it. Or by making things that were previously illegal or at least unlawful, just make that cool.
Huh.
Senate Republicans want to support Trump's effort to crack down on illegal immigration, but they said the president's actions are raising alarming questions about states' rights, presidential authority, and the precedent of deploying National Guard troops across state lines.
States' rights? Weird. Maybe they should they go out in the street and start chanting that?
It might be a good chant. Put on a little gray hat, too. Quote, I worry about someday a Democrat president sending troops or National Guard from New York, California, Oregon into North Carolina. I think it's a bad precedent. Well, for what reason? Just send them into North Carolina willy-nilly? Or what about how about with a flood? Or a hurricane that came through one of the Carolina states? That might be okay. Wouldn't that be okay? I would say that would be fine.
Well, those usually get activated under FEMA, but yes.
But still, the president could do that.
Well, and to the point of that comment there, there definitely is setting a bad precedent that you could potentially be activating National Guard or even U.S. military to get involved in what are fundamentally law enforcement.
It's not a good look.
They did the same. Now, if you recall, they did the same thing during the L.A. riots in the early 90s. I believe it was the Marines were activated during those riots. That's a little known thing, and there was a big to do about that because is that legally allowed to do that? Let me make sure I have my facts right. But
okay, well, I'll continue. Fact check yourself while I'll read this.
I'm going to factcheckgov.com.
Yes, good. It's one thing if governors ask and they say, "Hey, I need help." That's the way we've handled it before, she said. I'm concerned. I'm very apprehensive about using our military for policing and more the politicization that we're seeing within the military. She said that the National Guards, the use of the National Guard to respond to natural disasters when requested by governors of the state makes perfect sense, but warned that Trump is moving into a new realm. Yeah, he's moving into a new realm. Right? He is. He feels like this feels like exactly kind of like this is how it's supposed to go if you want fascism, right? Where if you don't want fascism, you let the federal government do what they got to do, and in 4 years you vote them out, and then it's your turn. If you want fascism, you need a reason for fascism, which is provocative actions.
Provocation. I like provocation.
Provocation.
So you're talking our own version of Operation Gladiator.
Well, but this is all like on the left's fault, pretty much. Where the more they whine, scream, spit on cops, use violence against people, that actually is the catalyst for a fascist state, authoritarian state. Like they themselves are the catalyst for the fascism they seek to avoid. Like they're the reasons for it.
With Operation Gladio, I mean, you get some provocateurs in there to start stirring shit up, and you get a bunch of easily manipulated NPCs to start smashing windows. Those dudes carrying umbrellas around.
It's very possible.
Charlie Robinson talks about this all the time.
Yeah, and I mean
he's dead on about it.
So Oregon district judge appointed by Trump in 2019 accused the administration Sunday night of defying her order, blocking it from federalizing 200 members of the Oregon National Guard to protect the ICE facility after a few dozen protesters showed up there. Well, they're ignoring that. Yeah, they showed up there, but they were also defacing government property, and I believe they were getting in the way of these federal agents of doing their job. You know, it might be considered an annoyance. I don't know, but there's something going on there.
But Mike, what if I really, really want to yell and scream?
You can do that. I appreciate that. So there are people out there that really, really want to yell and scream, and they are finding new ways to protest. And they're getting out there. They have signs, Gretchen. They got signs. They're also dressing up like dinosaurs and getting out there and protesting. You think I'm
not seeing that one?
You haven't seen them dressing up as dinosaurs? Okay, I'll bring up the dinosaur jamboree at an ice facility.
I believe when it involves dinosaurs, it's a jamboree.
I'm sorry, it's a dinosaur and a unicorn and a raccoon. This looks like a furry convention. I think that it is. I have to support this. This is a good way to protest. And these people are dressed up in giant inflatable costumes. They're out there dancing. They're causing a big ruckus.
Isn't there footage floating around? I don't know if it was from this, but isn't there footage floating around of somebody dressed in one of these inflatable suits? There's a little fan and a battery pack that keeps them all puffed up. Or in the case of maybe people in Portland, they may actually just be that big. But there was somebody, and they were shoving cops, and one of the police had a tear gas and sprayed it into the intake.
Yeah, they did do that. That's a vicious move. It really is.
Yes.
But effective if you want to remove dancing dinosaurs from your path.
This is a no inflatable raccoon dancing zone.
I mean, we are definitely like on the cusp of some sort of civil conflict here. It certainly does feel like that. But
by the way, since you brought up the unicorns and the dinosaurs and whatnot, I don't know if you saw it, but Joe dropped a little clip into Carrot Shop.
Oh yeah,
that is related because there's all sorts of nonsense going on related to these riots.
Oh, okay, good. I'll play that. And we have right now on screen for people watching at home, we have Trump dancing. And also we have a dinosaur, a raccoon, a bear, and a unicorn all dancing on screen together. There can be peace.
That would be funny. If you saw this again with these people protesting and dancing this, if you played the Trump dancing meme, would they stop dancing?
I don't know. Maybe they would because they're against everything Trump does. So, but this is how bizarre the reality is that we're living in. Like, can you, when you get a chance, Cratchit, could you put together like an AI image of an ICE protest in which there's a costume person, like a costume dinosaur and a costume raccoon carrying like assault rifles or something like that? Like they're part of the civil conflict. That's going
to be tough because trying to get guns in there is difficult for any
difficult
AI
to do.
Okay,
I didn't know that. When thinking about that,
you could have them protest.
What about like pitchforks and torches?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now, do you want them just as part of the protest? So you want the dinosaurs, unicorns, raccoons, and stuff actively involved in a violent protest?
Yes, a very violent protest. Sure. Yes. Yeah. But let's see what Joe gave us over there. And oh my God. Okay, so we now have a runaway pickle that is fleeing the scene, and yeah, okay.
It appears the passenger, a giant pickle, has exited the vehicle and is now fleeing on foot. Officers are in pursuit across the field. This is something you don't see every day.
Now that was made by AI. Sora,
was it though? Was it though?
It's so hard to tell when we have dancing dinosaurs and unicorns outside an ICE facility in Chicago, I believe.
By the way, this new version of the ChatGPT, OpenAI, whatever Sora thing. Note how it embeds the TikTok watermark on that video.
Yes, yeah, and the Sora watermark,
and the Sora watermark.
Yeah.
So why can't you take the video you were just showing of the dancing protesters, put that Sora watermark in the corner, and now people assume that was AI.
I'm going to put that watermark on this video when I upload it to YouTube. I'm going to put it on this show so people are like, oh, these guys aren't even real. Look how good the AI is. It even has some guy who can't even read. So yeah, this is going on big time, and people are not happy. We're definitely right on the eve of some kind of civil conflict. It doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good, and I don't know what you're gonna do about it.
We got a lot of milk.
Yeah, we do. We're gonna need a lot of milk for this. That's for sure.
Well, and as a former resident of the state of Oregon, I welcome everybody there to get cracked in the skull with a nightstick at least once.
Yeah,
because hey, if you disagree with something, that's fine.
Yeah,
get out and protest. Get out and get involved in legal recourse. There's ways to do that. To say I don't like what's going on here. I'm going to speak my mind about it. I want to show my displeasure with this, but breaking shit. Yeah, that's where it stops.
Yeah, and I get like. People who disagree with the heavy-handedness approach, okay, you can disagree with how heavy-handed the approach could be, but they're was a period of time where you knew Trump was getting in the office, where there's a strong potential that he could get back in the office, and the Democrats sat on their hands and did nothing. And so they want this to happen. That's my understanding. Else they would have changed some laws and made it more difficult for him to take these actions. But they want this to happen.
They absolutely, both sides want this to happen.
Yeah, they do.
For the if you want to call it that, for the right, it gives them the ability to push for additional kind of, and it's odd to say, but additional like centralized executive power.
This is all about making an authoritarian state. Who's at the
and for the left, they want this because they know when it's their turn, they can do the same thing.
They're going to use it. And so, they want it, and it's all about this, the digital ID. It's all about milk. We got a lot of milk.
A lot of milk.
It's all about that. And
the Great Lakes.
Yeah, record deepness, yes.
Record deepness, right?
Yeah. So, oh boy. Here's some, just a transition before we get to Cratchit's crevice over there. We got some weird headlines here. Just want to read here. We might not get into them. But if you can believe this, Cratchit, there's a man that was hospitalized after eating 6.6 pounds of gummy bears in 3 days.
Oh, really?
It's probably good he was hospitalized because at least they can help him.
And then...
Just like one of those guys who just can't stop eating quarters and stuff.
I don't know. Let's break it open. We got to know more now.
And hopefully it wasn't the sugar-free gummy bears from about 15 years ago that gave you like incredibly violent
diarrhea. But a 33-year-old UK truck driver needed emergency treatment after consuming a large quantity of gummy bears in a relatively short period of time.
I like to eat.
Don't tell him. Hey, you like to eat? I know. And so, do you think you would just have like a giant bucket, like a big paint bucket full of gummy bears on the passenger side seat of his truck?
No, I think it was Halloween-sized, like little tiny packs, and it only have like 3 gummy bears in there, and so he was constantly opening tiny little packages to get 3 gummy bears.
Well, Nick,
but you're right. So here's probably what happened. I'm guessing before we read the story, he probably went to Costco, Sam's Club, whatever, Price Club, and he bought one of those giant tubs of gummy bears. Mm-hmm. And then, yes, he just had it open and was constantly just snacking.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I can get a good deal at Sam's Club. Yeah, let me back up. We're gonna put my tractor trailer.
10 pounds for $8. I can't pass that up. That's a good deal, no matter how you cut it.
Nathan Remington, a truck driver from Yorkshire, reportedly.
Oh God! So he was driving around all day.
I think maybe ordered 3 kilograms or 6.6 pounds container of Haribo jelly, Haribo Cola jelly from Amazon. So it got delivered. After getting a craving for gummy candies, he proceeded to consume 10,461 calories worth of the gummies in just 3 days, and started experiencing serious physical symptoms shortly after. I
hope so. Good grief.
My God. That is a lot of gummies.
When those were delivered, they should have called 911 at that point.
Yeah. I mean...
Hey, we don't need you now. Or I'm sorry, in the UK it's 999. We don't need you now, but in like 3 days, can you come over to this guy's house?
This is...
Tremendous chest pains.
He was taken to the emergency room with severe abdominal pain, sweating, high blood pressure, and cold sweats. Oh, yeah, of course.
I have heart palpitations. I can't concentrate. I forget things. I get confused.
Yes.
Doc, I need a squeezing.
Initially, the medical staff suspected that the man was suffering from food poisoning, but further tests revealed...
Technically true.
Yeah, technically revealed unusually high levels of gelatin in his digestive tract.
Oh, I thought they were going to say jelly beans.
After performing several tests, Remington was diagnosed with acute diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis?
Yeah. I think that's it.
Isn't that like an inflammation of the intestines?
Yeah, I think so.
Thrombocytopenia. It is called mitral.
Got
a bunch of names. Yeah. Mitral.
Diverticulitis.
mitral regurgitation. Will somebody look up what trivial
is a
mitral regurgitation is? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right.
Well, this is a condition in which small protrusions called diverter.
What does hydrofluoric acid do?
Well, they form in the colon wall, causing infections or inflammation. Medical experts explain that consuming large amounts of certain ingredients, such as a gelatin, can increase the risk of bowel movement and intestinal obstruction. Systematic symptoms such as fever, chills, indigestion, and vomiting may also occur. So you look out.
I was always healthy, and then I came down with this flu. I can't get rid of it. I've been sick for 5 months now.
Stop eating gummy bears, and you'll get better.
Got the long COVID.
So the most common symptom, severe abdominal pain in the lower left abdomen. I got that right now. This pain is distinctly different from typical indigestion or constipation. Typically lasts for more than a day and gradually worsens. So mine's getting better. Some patients may experience bloody or mucus-filled stools.
Oh, God.
I think I'm okay there. And if symptoms become severe, there is a risk of colon perforation, which may progress into intestinus.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
No.
In Mr. Remington's case, doctors immediately stopped all oral intake and started intravenous fluids therapy. He was hospitalized for 6 days in intensive care with a high fever. And why did he just pump his stomach? Did they ask you, hey, what did you eat?
Like I said, the guy showed up and he's like, Doc, I need a squeezing.
Yeah, like they didn't ask him, what a shit system. It was like, what did you ingest? What did you have lately? Like, and it's like, no, can't be the gummy bears. No.
The crew bought deep dish pizza that I ate a bunch of during a break.
We got a jar of 7 pounds of gummy bears.
We got a 55-gallon barrel of gummy bears out there. The InfoWars gummy bears.
I don't want them to go bad. I got to keep eating them.
And I did have the enchilada, spicy chili plate, cheese enchiladas with chili con carne, large bowl of hot chili, and I went all whole hog back then. I also had their macaroni and cheese. Okay, I'm really getting hungry now.
And then 8 pounds of gummy bears.
Well, it's lucky he made a full recovery, but will probably not indulge in the gummy bears for a very long time. So there you go.
That sort of thing scars you for life, both psychologically and physically. So
I see you have the image up here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're happy with that one or not.
This looks like actual dinosaurs. Oh, that's way better. That's way better because it does look like they're in costumes now. The other one looked like, this is way better. And it would be nice if there was a sign that they're actually protesting someone and just not lynching somebody. Like if they're protesting maybe icy pops, if there are like something like that, or something, I don't know, but it's pretty good. It's definitely thumbnail quality worthy right now, as it stands right now. That's for sure.
What would they be protesting?
Ice flavors, ice cones, snow cones,
more gummy bears.
Gummy bears, yes. More gummy bears. They're protesting gummy bears. But they don't have to wait until we're done with your segment, Cratchit. Because we're going to head over there and see what you have right now.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Tim Pool says, hey, yo. Give me a big hey, yo out there, people.
Hey, yo.
Stick your head out your window. If you're listening in the car, just tell the next person you see, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
And they'll know what's up. They'll know what's going down.
Hey, yo.
Well,
Will they, though?
Yeah, they'll know.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Let me,
hey, yo, crypto.
Switch over my news stuff here. Where's all my news stuff? Where'd it go?
This guy's getting mad praise from me.
All right. We're going to start with this story because it's breaking news as of today.
Yeah.
There's a lot of coverage on it. This one has, I think, probably the best headline because it is a little interesting how they were able to get this information.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's an interesting take, and also it portends for the future.
Oh my! ChatGPT image snares suspect in deadly Pacific Palisades fire.
What's going on here?
This is a weird thing. Okay.
So it is breaking news as of today. They've arrested the guy they think started the fire, which then became the Palisades fire back in January.
Oh, okay.
But this one from the BBC talks about the methodology they used, and the fact that they pulled stuff from the guy's ChatGPT history is very interesting.
Oh, okay. Well, a 29-year-old man has been arrested on suspicion of starting the Pacific Palisades fire in Los Angeles that killed 12 people and destroyed more than 6,000 homes in January, which I would say, I don't think a lot of those homes have been rebuilt. I think they're still trying to figure out zoning.
No, the city doesn't want you to rebuild because it wants the land.
Yeah, it wants your land. Evidence collected from Jonathan Rinkerdick's. You see that name right there? That is a crazy name like that guy's got.
It's now Rinkerdick.
It's Jonathan Rinkerdink. Look at that name.
Big Jim Tucker.
Rinkerdick. I believe it is Rinder Connect, I believe.
It's pretty damn close.
Rinkerdick.
Well, they collected evidence from digital devices, including an image he generated on ChatGPT depicted a burning city, Justice Department officials said. The most destructive blaze in Los Angeles history, it was sparked on the 7th of January near a hiking trail overlooking a wealthy coastal neighborhood. All right. Among the thousands of structures destroyed in the fire were homes of a number of celebrities, including Mel Gibson, Paris Hilton, and Sir Jeff Bridges. Mr. Rinderkick was arrested in Florida on Tuesday and has been charged with destruction of property by means of fire, acting U.S. Attorney General said. So the arrest, we hope, will offer a measure of justice to all those impacted. So Mr. Ringerdick appeared in court in Florida on Wednesday. He did not enter a plea. He is scheduled to return to the U.S. District Court in Orlando on Thursday for a bond hearing. We're looking at this guy. He kind of looks like the kind of guy that would burn down an entire city. I'm just going on looks right now.
Look at that guy.
He's got long hair. He's got a very well-trimmed beard. He does look 29 to me. You know, he looks okay. I mean, does that look like a 29-year-old? I don't know. Everyone's growing up so fast these days. Can't tell.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, okay.
If you keep scrolling down, they do have images that he apparently generated on ChatGPT, which A, aren't very good. He's not very good at prompting. But B, I don't know if you can use this as evidence.
I don't know either.
I'm cute, though. Built good.
That is right. He's built all right. Yeah.
I'm 27.
Let's see. So after the fires, he moved to Florida, which is what you do. After you set your fires, you move to Florida. He lit the fire. They're already accusing him. They already got this guy convicted, according to this article. He lit the fires with an open flame after he completed a ride as an Uber driver on New Year's Eve. Oh, so he's multitasking. I'll drop off this passenger, I'll start a fire, and then I'll continue on and make some more money. Two passengers rode with him earlier on New Year's Eve. One passenger told investigators he remembered the driver had appeared agitated and angry. Well, because he hasn't lit that fire to release all that anger. Yeah. Right. Typically arsonists, they get real antsy before they start a fire, you know?
You need to burn something.
You got to burn something. Masturbate over it. Officials said that he used his phone's his phone data to pinpoint his location when the fire initially started. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? But when they pressed him on the detail, he allegedly lied to investigators, claiming he was near the bottom of the trail. Oh, it wasn't at the top of the trail, it was at the bottom, man. On his phone, they found videos that he had taken of firefighters trying to put out the flames. They also found, so he was there, obviously. They also just found, just after midnight on New Year's Day, that he repeatedly called 911, but could not get through because of the patchy mobile reception on the trailhead. On his phone was a screen recording of him trying to call emergency services, at one point being connected to a dispatcher. Boy, this guy records everything. And this guy also asked ChatGPT, are you at fault if a fire is lit because of your cigarettes? Investigators said the suspect wanted to preserve evidence of himself, trying to assist in the suppression of the fire. He wanted to create evidence regarding of a more innocent explanation for the cause of the fire. Investigators noted that he appeared nervous during the interview with him on the 24th of January this year, as his carotid artery was pulsating whenever he was asked a question about who started the fire. Okay, so they got the guy. At least he's responsible in some way. He was there when the fire started. They got that.
I find it interesting that they're pulling chat history from chat history from ChatGPT.
Yeah.
You see this oftentimes in criminal cases where they use somebody's search history or whatnot. But if you think about it, we've covered a lot of stories recently of people who are using these chatbots as like emotional companions.
Yeah.
So I wonder how long until one of them commits a crime. But now they've got hundreds of thousands of interactions with these chatbots, either confessing to it or asking about it or things like that.
These computers, I tell you, they just get crazier and crazier.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is disturbing, and I don't know if this helps out the victims of the fire at all. It's. Do you think it's better to think that it was just a Mother Nature that was the cause, or some jerk off with long hair?
Well, that's what was initially or was continuously reported it was due to climate change. Things drying out, and we didn't have water and all that. But if you recall, even last summer, we had all those fires that simultaneously started in Quebec, in northern Quebec, and you could see it on satellite images. They all started simultaneously in clear blue skies. And people were like, oh, no, it's lightning strikes because of climate. It's like, no, it's freaking eco-terrorists and arson. They need to do that because either they have this underlying need to burn things, or they're pushing a political agenda and they want examples of climate change. So we keep seeing over and over and over fires getting started deliberately.
Mm-hmm. Man, look at this nutball on screen. The guy bathing in gummy bears. Absolutely bathing in gummy bears. You're going to have a horrific stomach ache, and you're going to have to go to the ER, dude. You got to stop eating that.
Jesus Christ.
You should. I wonder if you could just drag that into the movie theater and sit down. I got my snacks.
Yeah. Can I just get a small Coke? Yeah, I brought gummy bears.
I brought my own gummy bears for medical purposes.
Goes down front, starts inflating a pool. What are you doing?
I like to bathe in my gummy bears to really get the full theater experience.
I just like to shovel them in.
All right, Gretchen, let's see what else you got over there.
Well,
you got something? What?
I was going to say, let's stay on the same topic because I have a multimedia presentation that you might want to preview.
Whoa.
Pass.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I like a little, if only there was a song to go to this story. There's something that really punches it up and informs us about this fire story. It's titled, He Started the Fire.
California heat wave, windy canyon, red haze, dry brush, long drought, power lines all played out. Evac routes, traffic jam, photos on the gram. Palm trees, burning breeze, flames up past the sheriff's knees. News flash, suspect, everybody's on deck. Social post, AI ghost, data logs and legal host. Crypto dream, Florida scheme, wildfire meme. Lawyer team, front page, 24-hour outrage. We didn't start the fire, but he did. He took a match to the hills, now the world's gone mid. We didn't start the fire, but he
Do you think you can get sued by Billy Joel? This is, it doesn't get the same melody line, but but it's
you
almost
picked up on my inspiration.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a similar rhythm to it, and yeah, you might be able to consider it a parody song, but Billy Joel is very litigious.
You can't touch us on this one. I tried to get actual Billy Joel sounding. It's difficult to get that sound.
It is. You got to get some real prompt genius to get those to make it even somewhat resembling a real artist. You got to. Sometimes it's just sheer luck. Well, there it is. He started the fire. I will play that at the end of the show so people can appreciate that. Is it a parody or just kind of like a twisted version of a Billy Joel song?
No, we're not using his music.
No, that's right. All right. Well, let's move on here. Come on.
Oh, let's see here. We'll go with this one.
All right.
So we've covered a lot of stories recently of balloons and drones.
Oh, yes.
Over European airports.
Yep, they're everywhere.
Balloon. Causing all sorts of problems. They are balloons. Or maybe they're just being used to smuggle loosies.
Oh, well, that could be. I'll bring this up on screen here. Balloons carrying smuggled cigarettes over Lithuania closed Vilnius Airport. Vilnius Airport for hours.
Man, I got mixed emotions about this one.
Was it that hard to get cigarettes over there? I mean, every time you see like pictures in Europe, they're all smoking like chimneys over there. But maybe Lithuania is completely different. Up to 25 small hot air balloons, some of them confirmed to be carrying smuggled cigarettes, entered Lithuanian airspace late Saturday and forced a shutdown of the airport, delaying flights for hours, authorities said. Balloons interfered with 30 flights, impacting some 6,000 passengers, according to Lithuania's National Crisis Management Center. Flights resumed at 4:50 a.m. Wow, I'm surprised they didn't shoot these things down. You know, we keep like with especially all these drone incursions, we realize that either they don't want to shoot them down because they know exactly what they are, or two, we don't have the ability to shoot down balloons and drones. Like, which one is it, people?
When you'd think they'd want to shoot these down because it's like a piñata. It comes with prizes.
Yeah, free cigarettes. Get that come down. And it looks like a lot of cigarettes, too. What do you say, like almost like 20 cartons on that thing? I would say even more.
If you scroll down slightly, it tells you.
Oh, wow. 18,000 packs of smuggled cigarettes were recovered. 2 of the balloons flew above the airport, according to the spokespersons. More than 2 dozen reached a wider in Vilnius County. Am I not saying that right? It feels like I'm saying it right. Okay.
Vilnius. It's the capital of Lithuania.
Oh, I know that. I was born there. The balloons were recorded flying anywhere between 8:45 p.m. Saturday and 4:30 a.m. Sunday. Perfect time for flying balloons. Really is. Perfect weather. The border police recovered 11 balloons and some 18,000 packs of smuggled cigarettes in various locations. Now, what do they do with these cigarettes? That's basically free cigarettes at that point. You said the police are just going to burn them? No, they're passing that out to family members. Christmas is for free this year, my friends.
Or could they have their captain come in and find this and say, I'm going to make you smoke every single one of these so you learn your lesson.
Exactly. That would be quite the punishment. Should do that to that kid down in Florida.
You like to burn things? Smoke all these cigarettes.
Burn this. Similar incidents, but with fewer balloons, were reported in August. Last year, 966 hot air balloons entering from Belarus were intercepted by Lithuanian authorities. There have been 544 recorded this year. Both smuggling balloons and drones are criminal activities, but not as provocations or acts of sabotage. Okay.
And there's a comment here that says Belarusian smugglers are increasingly using the balloons because they are cheaper than drones for smuggling cigarettes into the European Union. So they're avoiding taxes, and they can just light off a bunch of these things and just let them float into the air.
Makes sense.
Really?
It's quite a business over there, I guess. So, okay.
They wouldn't be doing it if they weren't making money.
Exactly. Here we go.
Give me back my gun!
Oh, let's see. Before I get to that one. Here we go. Let's cover some. Now, in this story, I will warn you, is 3.5 years old.
No.
So it is way out of date, and this is not a news story in the sense, but this is let's say, a very, very detailed review of a Lego playset.
Whoa!
But when you see the headline, you'll know why we're talking about it.
Okay. All right. Hey, I'm interested in Legos. I'm interested because we know we've encountered a lot of Lego stories here. But, oh, my God. Beyond the Butthole.
Oh, really?
That's the name of this article here, people, from brickingaround.com. This whole place needs to be shut down.
This whole place is a giant pedo command base.
Yes.
That is a gay hookup site.
Might be.
Actually, bricking around might be. I don't know. What's that slang for?
I don't know. I assume by now you are familiar with the butthole tiger, or as Lego calls it, 3119 or 29 Majestic Tiger. This is a 2022 creator set, has become iconic for its attention to detail. I'm talking about the butthole, the same way that everyone is talking about the butthole. But I want to go beyond the butthole because there is way more to this. Way more to this set than the butthole. So we're looking at here is a tiger set, and it does look like it's mostly like anatomically correct. There is like a what they said here, a beehole. When it comes to
some Lego designer, some weird drugged out Danish guy is just like, dude, I'm going to put a butthole on this one.
I have to do it.
When it comes to creator animal, not all of them are hits. It can be tricky to make organic shapes out of Legos or throw in the complexity of a limited part count and designed for 3-in-1 product. And it's understandable that not everything is great. But okay, this is weird. I think this is a set that is greatly helped by scale. So this is just a review of...
It's a review of the set, yeah. So what he's saying here is he wants to do a real review, not just focus on the butthole, but keeps bringing it up.
Yes, the articulation allows
scroll down to the paragraph starts with, now let's address.
Now let's address the sphincter in the room. 31-129 Majestic Tiger has a butthole. It's pink and round and is absolutely hilarious. It wasn't until I had to build the model that I realized the butthole is actually there for a reason. The back legs are attached to a 2x2 modified Technic brick with pinholes and 2 rotation joint sockets. As far as I know, there's no version of this element without the holes. Without the flower piece added, there would still have to be just a hole. There are certainly ways you could have designed around this, but when life presents you a chance to add a butthole to a Lego model, you take it. And that's exactly what he did. And flying colors, too. There are alternative builds out there, too, so I don't know if this is a family-friendly tiger or not, but it is anatomically correct, so that's something.
Really, this is a family show.
I didn't look it up. I wonder if you can still buy this like at Amazon or something. What was it? Majestic Tiger?
Majestic Tiger, 31-129.
It's a family show.
$39.
$39 on Amazon. Can I see that? Sounds like a good stocking stuffer.
Put this in the carrot shop. You can go there.
Hey, Stan, you want this?
Right. Next person who calls in gets just the butthole from the tiger.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. This could be the new mascot for OBDM.
How come there's no pictures on the box that show this? It's a surprise.
It is a surprise. It's a lucky surprise. There's a kid playing with it. But, yeah, okay. Yeah. It's 3-in-1 for ages 9 and up, people. Okay.
Excuse me. It's a family show. I'm serious, though.
Don't give it to your 8-year-olds. Then you'll have to explain anatomy to them.
Yeah, okay. And there's no mention in here of the butthole in the description. So, okay. They did it, Gretchen. They finally did it. We'll get this thing out there at the ICE protests.
Yeah, where's the inflatable tiger with butthole costume?
Yeah, get them out there. That'll turn some heads.
Here.
Oh, let's see. Here's another story about we've had a couple stories tonight about both sides of the political spectrum.
Oh yeah, my guy
are doing things deliberately because they want to kill you.
Oh yeah, they do.
My guy.
Here's another one to say, look, if you're one of these people who's already kind of at a disadvantage, it's your fault and you need to die.
Pretty much.
My guy.
Oh, boy. Okay. Here we go. Inhalers contribute significantly to global warming study finds.
I love that headline.
Yeah, basically, if you got asthma, go to hell, okay? Because you're killing the earth. That's what I'm getting out of this.
Okay.
Yeah, so millions of Americans using inhalers for chronic lung disease like asthma may be unknowingly contributing to global warming, according to new research.
Okay.
A study highlights that the propellants in medication inhalers, known as HFAs, are substantial contributors to planet warming pollution. Experts clarify that the medicine itself is not the issue, but it is the HFA which traps heat in the atmosphere when released. So, all you asthma people, hard to breathe people, you guys are to blame.
We're doing it.
The study equates the pollution impact from inhalers to emissions of driving more than 500,000 cars annually. Research suggests that reducing traditional inhaler use could significantly mitigate this environmental impact. They're to blame. All those wheezing kids you knew growing up, and I was one of them, we're to blame for the earth warming up. Okay?
Did you have an inhaler when you were a kid?
I did.
No, it's your fault.
I think at a certain age, like back in the 80s, I think they just issued those out like Pez candy. I think it was same with like, I remember getting an inhaler and allergy shots growing up. And I remember one time I just stopped using the inhaler, and then we just stopped getting the allergy shots. It was just kind of like a medical scam to get money. And I never suffered from any asthma that I knew of, but they diagnosed me with it so they could probably get money off me and my family. So, but I'm to blame, a victim of medical science once again.
It's your fault. Yeah, that's why we can't have nice things. That's why Malibu burned down.
Yep.
You burned down Mel Gibson's house.
Yeah, if I can get a picture of me standing next to the Malibu fires and using my inhaler, that'd be great. If someone could chat GPT that'd be great.
I don't know, see what I can do here.
All right, we'll move on here, people. I've caused enough damage for 1 millennia.
I've had it up to here.
Oh, let's see what we got. This one's got just interesting story, and there is a Twitter link as part of this. Let me make sure.
Oh, nice.
Hey, man.
Yes, okay. So here's the story, which is, interesting in the sense of Happy Gilmore and his good buddy Chubbs.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's video of this after we get into the story.
Vince Whaley has an audience within a set of teeth. He hits shot with alligator behind him.
Oh, really?
Wow, okay. Interesting. I'm not sure who Vince is, but I'm sure he's like a pro golfer guy. He's a golf guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Vince Whaley stepped into the water to play a shot and a 6-foot spectator with full set of teeth was watching closely. He still turned his back on the gator to save Parr. Good for him. Man, that's a guy who loves the game. Let's see here. O'Reilly figures the gator was about 20 feet away in the water when he played his shot from the bank on the par 5 11th hole Sunday at the Sanderson Farms Championship. He was one shot out from the lead at the time, and yes, he was fully aware of the gator eyeing him the full head above water. But yeah, I mean, that is a tricky situation. This guy was one shot away from lead. He had to take that shot. He had to. And now he's going down as a golf legend right now. An absolute monster. Well, thankfully, my back was to him so I could focus on the shot for a second, Whaley said, adding that he had a lot of trust in his caddy monitoring the situation. Yes. The caddy needs a raise after that. The gator never moved. Whaley splashed out a short of the putting surface and got up and down for par. He wound up with 67 and tied for third. And if the gator had moved, the plan was to get the hell out of the water, he said. Of course, that's everyone's plan. Let's see here. And so we'll look it up here. So there's the gator. He moves into the water. There is like video announcer, that calm PGA voice.
Vince Whaley looking for par on the third hole.
Well, yes. The gator is eyeing up him, looking to take his probably left ankle right now.
We got the ruling yesterday with the 2 golf balls in the bunker at 15, and now we have a gator staring down a guy trying to win a PGA Tour event.
I mean, my heart rate's elevated just watching this.
Oh, my goodness.
He got out of there.
Okay, stays out.
Stays out.
He wasn't quite sure where it ended up at first.
And I was taking another look at that swing.
Take a look at that gator.
Our camera guys don't walk towards the gator. They just zoom.
Yeah, exactly. The camera guys know what's up. You don't go near that gator.
Yeah, I'm not walking over there. I got a zoom lens.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in that guy's ear is the technical director. No, get closer. Get camera 2. Get up there. Get that gator.
I'm zooming. The gator can charge. I give this guy props though. He did do it. But here's where he made a mistake. He hiked up his pant legs, and to me it's not what you want to do as a guy. You don't want to roll up your pant legs just below your knee. You look like a sissy.
You don't like the look of capri pants?
No.
Just touch the top of the calf there?
Just get your pants wet. You look like a better real man if you have wet pants.
He should be wearing
that guy
breakaway cargo pants.
It's something, but don't ever do this. That's just not worth it. But hats off to this guy. He's a real champion. He's a legend now. He'll go down in history at this point. So.
All right, so we had a story earlier about a criminal who'd been caught due to his they used electronic fingerprints to kind of find him, what he was doing online, and his phone calls and his GPS locations and his chat GPT history. Well, here's another criminal who was caught due to video evidence, but of a very specific piece of clothing that he was wearing.
Okay. Let's see here. Man wearing same underwear during alleged robbery leads to arrest.
That's some good news on that front.
That's a very particular piece of clothing. Who would even think? So
they went door to door. Let me see your underwear.
we're looking for a Fruit of a Loom type. It's very rare. An East St. Louis man is facing multiple charges after he allegedly robbed Dave's Hot Chicken in Chesterfield in Missouri over the weekend, according to a probable cause statement. Last name Whitney or Whiteley entered the restaurant on Saturday, October 4th, with an armed pistol. That's a weird statement. Armed. It should be with armed with a pistol.
Yeah, I think it was they probably reformatted the sentence and got it jacked up.
At the time of the incident happening around midnight, the probable cause statement says that Whitney was wearing a ski mask and entered the manager's office. He enters the manager's office and tries to take the bank bag containing cash from the manager by force after shoving a pistol into his side, which led to a struggle. The defendant succeeds and escapes with the bag. The probable cause statement reads, Chesterfield police were alerted to the incident and began searching for Whitley as a witness provided officials with a description of him. Police say that the altercation between Whitley and the manager was also caught on surveillance cameras. Prosecutors say Whitley was found by police as he was wearing the same True Religion underwear that was captured on camera during the alleged robbery. It is a very rare brand of, I don't wear True Religion, that's for sure. So it's a very particular kind of underwear.
True Religion?
I do not, no. I'm a Hanes guy. Don't tell anybody. Whitney has been charged with the following offenses: first-degree robbery, armed criminal action, receiving stolen property, fourth-degree assault. And he remains in custody with $2,000 or $20,000 cash only bond, and no word on whether or not he got to keep his underwear in jail.
So one of the interesting things on the description here says that at the time of the incident, he was wearing a ski mask and entered the manager's office. Mm-hmm. They later identified him by his underwear somehow.
Yes.
That he said that he was wearing the same True Religion underwear he was captured on camera during the alleged robbery. The only two pieces of clothing that are described here is a ski mask and underwear.
Did he enter in with just a ski mask and underwear on?
I'm wondering if maybe this dude stripped down and showed up as man with gun wearing only ski mask and underwear.
It certainly would take you aback, and it would definitely be a cause for concern. Or during the struggle with the manager pulled down the robber's pants.
I tried to pants him.
It's a classic maneuver in a desperate attempt to win a fight. Is like you pants him, and it throws him for a loop. You grab the bag of cash and you take off, and because he's like so concerned with pulling up his pants because you don't want to look like a fool. Mm-hmm. That it's a tactic. It's very unconventional, but sometimes works.
Well, at least it didn't work in this case, but it did lead to the man's arrest.
It certainly did.
By the way, I do have image of you starting Mel Gibson's house fire with your inhaler.
That's Mel Gibson yelling at me as I'm obviously going through an asthma attack. I look very gaunt, very unhealthy. Well, it's a tough life. What we also don't know, did the cops confiscate his underwear as evidence? Like, give me your underwear now. This is going to an evidence locker. You can get it after the trial.
And then they put him in the city jail there with nothing.
Yeah, with nothing.
Here's your ski mask. Wear this. Put your legs through the eye holes. Figure it out.
You think they sent him in county with just a ski mask?
Yeah, we need these for evidence. Here you go.
It seems cruel, but I can see him doing that. Rub somebody.
We'll get you some clothes in the morning. It's currently locked up. I don't have the keys.
All right, one more story here, Cratch. One more.
Oh, you guys like to tell jokes and giggle and kid around, huh?
Yeah.
We do. You want a listicle?
Yeah, sure.
Got a listicle here.
Mrs. Esterhaus.
This is not by Mrs. Esterhaus. So earlier we were joking about the guy with the gummy bears and said, he might take that entire giant tub of gummy bears to the movies.
Yes.
And enjoy a monstrous pile of gummy bears while he's watching a movie. Well, while you may not do that, when you go to the movies now, you can get all sorts of food in addition to just popcorn and giant tubs of gummy bears. But here's 11 of them you don't want to eat.
Oh, these are 11 foods to avoid ordering at Dine-In movie theaters. Okay.
Potatoes.
I don't know. Potatoes might be on the list.
Actually, there are some potatoes on this list.
Number one, people, is loaded nachos, people.
I like to eat.
It is iffy because people do like nachos. It's a great kind of snack thing for a movie, but loaded nachos, sometimes they're just too loaded. Let's talk about loaded nachos. Hot, drippy cheese, brittle chips, and a mountain of toppings. What could go wrong? For starters, one false move, and you're wearing half the jalapenos while the other half slides into the lap of whoever had the bad luck of sitting next to you. Yeah, exactly.
I was eating jalapenos during the break.
Even diehard nacho fans feel conflicted, with some taking to social media to claim that they only seem to crave nachos at the movies, but still feel like a jerk eating them around others. I agree. It's a bad move. It is a sloppy, awful thing to eat at the movie theaters.
Well, even the regular nachos, I remember, and this was 20 plus years ago, almost 30 years ago. Oh, geez. You could get the nachos, but you're still that person. You're trying to dip them in the cheese, and it's crunching and making noise, and you're just getting crumbs everywhere. It's a mess. Popcorn. The advantage to popcorn is A, it's very cheap, which is why the movie theaters do it. But B, you can grab handfuls and just plow that into your face, and not really have to worry about making a mess.
Or just get a bucket of gummy bears and be happy.
Or get the giant tub of gummy bears. It's silent. People don't hear it until your abdominal pains start up.
You start groaning halfway through the trailers.
They can hear your stomach just.
But if you want something a little bit more sweet, well, good luck. They're saying do not have ice cream at the movie theaters. And I agree. It's just going to melt right away. And I wonder if that's what they're going to say here. Ice cream feels harmless at first glance, but in a dark theater, it's basically a ticking time bomb of sticky chaos. That is correct. Cones and bars melt before you even get a chance to settle into the first scene. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen an ice cream cone at a movie theater. I've
never seen ice cream cone. I've seen ice cream bars.
Maybe. It just seems like it's more work for the cleanup staff. So just ban these things.
Well, because halfway through you're like, oh well.
Yeah, right on the floor. Yep.
I'm gonna whip this at the screen. I did that once as a kid. I threw a Reese's peanut butter cup at the screen, and that sucker just stuck.
Oh my God. So according to this, bigger problem is what happens when the mess doesn't stop with you. Upholstery and dairy are a nightmare combination. A single spill can seep into seat fabric, and if it isn't cleaned properly, it doesn't just stay sticky, but lingers and turns sour. Absolutely. And if kids are in the mix, forget about it. A scoop hitting the floor may make it funny for internet clips, but the person in the dark theater, it's just another reminder that some snacks should stay far away from movie night. I agree. Soup, broths, and chili.
Oh my God. Who's taking soup into a theater?
I gotta have my soup when I'm watching Naked Gun.
I can't enjoy Star Wars without a nice bowl of chowder.
I want a nice chili. Another one is sloppy joes or barbecue sandwiches. Yeah,
I like to eat.
Just someone in the back with a bunch of
sloppy joes. So messy. It's so awful. It's just most of the sloppy joe comes out of the sloppy joe.
That's right. They pick it up and it just.
They say
then you're gonna have an Alex Jones style. I knocked over my water. God damn it!
Almost knocked over my Topo Chico.
Yeah, because your sloppy joe fell on it. And they said the problem here isn't just the mess either. You're in a shared space and watching someone wrestle a collapsing sandwich covered in sticky sauce isn't exactly a neutral experience. Yeah, I'd probably be watching the asshole that was doing that rather than
like somebody wrestling it. Stay together.
Trying to watch Batman defeat the Joker, and you're over there slipping and sliding in your sloppy joe.
It's better fight than this Marvel movie. What's going on over here?
Man, that does not taste too good.
No, it doesn't. Fried chicken and fries. Really? I thought this, out of all the food, this wouldn't be that bad. What is their complaint here? French fries seem easier until you remember how often they escape. A dropped fry in your car is annoying, but in a dine-in theater, it's exponentially so. Staff find them days later tucked under the seats or wedged into reclining joints. Fries may be iconic, but in a dine-in theater, they're less snack and more a maintenance nightmare. Okay, well, I'm paying for the experience, okay? And I think fries, out of all these ones so far, fries and chicken wings, not that bad. That is perfect finger food. And it's not that loud either. Over here, next one, chips. They say nothing ruins a movie theater soundscape faster than someone rustling a bag of chips. That is correct.
Trying to open it.
Yeah, it is god awful when you're like trying to focus on the movie and just hear someone, whether it's chips or like a plastic bag, it's the same. It's the same kind of thing, just rustling around, and it's awful. I don't think it's that bad, but it's pretty bad.
So just as an aside on the chips bag specifically, I was at a conference this summer and I was on a panel discussion, and the one of the things about at the conference presentation, one thing they did is they were like, hey, it's a free lunch. Everyone show up, get a free lunch. Well, the lunch was a box lunch with a sandwich, whatever. But they had those little snack pack bags of chips. And so here's a room of like 100 or 150 people. Every single one of them has a bag of chips. And they were trying to record the session. And I said, everyone grab your chips and like wriggle them around a little. And it just made the loudest damn noise. So.
It's awful. They also said crunchy tacos. That is a no-no. There's also, it's not just the noise factor, but it's also the smell. Tacos carry seasoning that spreads fast, especially in a packed room. I agree with that.
See, but I don't think what tacos is. I think tacos is going to have the same problem that Sloppy Joe does.
Yeah, it is. It's messy, it's sloppy, and they're kind of loud.
And while you can eat a taco without making a mess, that's like a 5% chance.
Yeah.
You have a 95% chance that whichever way you try to eat that taco, it's exploding and there's now stuff all over the floor.
And then hot dogs with onions. I would never do that, but...
I want extra onions on my hot dog.
The hot dogs are already polarizing in the court of public opinion outside the movie theater, but add grilled onions to it and put it in enclosed space, and the smell lingers. Yeah, it's horrible. Then you have onion rings, which I would say along the same lines. Smell aside, the onion rings are greasy. Every bite leaves your fingers slick, which means grease ends up everywhere. Yeah, it's true.
It's filthy.
And then curry-flavored anything. I don't even know why they would have curry put in movie theaters. I mean, maybe in India it makes more sense than here, but garlic-heavy dishes are a big no-no, too.
At this point, I don't think these people are getting food from the movie. I think they're smuggling stuff in.
Yeah, they're shopping at Whole Foods and then going in there and making their own dinner.
Yeah, give me 2 cups of chili, some sloppy joes, and all that curry you got back there.
Oh, I'm so sick of the filth.
Well, there's it. It ended with garlic people. We got to get out of here. Just a reminder, there is no show on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
No show on Saturday, people. I will be out of state. Out far away. I'm going to Chicago to protest.
Your National Guard unit's getting called up to go to Chicago?
Yep. I'm going to Chicago to protest. I just got to pick up my costume real quick.
Your costume?
Yeah, I'm dressing up as Hulk Hogan to go down and protest.
An inflatable Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, inflatable Hulk Hogan costume to go protest.
Make sure you take your inhaler with you.
I will.
It's just massive.
We got a massive inhaler. The biggest inhaler you've ever seen.
Just size of a 55-gallon drum.
I get the 3 demandments for a foundation. The training, the prayers, the vitamins, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not sure about those demandments.
It's very authoritarian of Hulk Hogan, but that's what it's like under his regime. That's for sure.
Okay.
Until then, you can go to OBDMpod.com or ourbigdumbmouth.com. You can join the Patreon for $5 a month. You get all the OBDM back catalog stuff as I release it. There's a whole collection right there. So there's a bunch of stuff from like 2010 till 2012, and then I just started posting the really old stuff, for better or worse. People, I know people ask to hear the first episodes, and I'm posting them. And
yeah, you're up to was it 7? Got posted
7?
today?
Yeah, it's like it's cringeworthy. You know, they're not the best. I'll say that. But coming up pretty soon will be the first appearance of Spanky on the show. And once he joins the show, it really starts to take a different vibe, a good vibe, I would say.
Also, a reminder, next week is the week that I am out both Wednesday and Saturday.
Yes, I know Charlie is going to be joining me through one of those days, Charlie Robinson. Nice. And then
Charlie, I want you to talk about Operation Gladio as it applies to the Antifa protests.
Yes. And then I am still looking to get somebody else for one of the other days. So, and Hot Talks. Maybe Stan. Maybe Joe.
Hey, you should get... Yeah, what's Joe up to? Joe!
We'll see what happens. Joe. We'll see what happens. Well, thank you, Crasher. Thank you, everyone. Shabla goo.
And keep watching the skis, because those balloons got cigarettes on them. Freebies.
I'll tell you $1,000 There's nothing up there as one.
That's about all.
Shablagu.
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Well, now you know the rest of the story.
Sparkle Shine Story Time. Drag Queen Story Time.
Conspiracy I refer to this